Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again for some more Trial of Combat 5v5 action. Today's match, well, which is the third or fourth match, but the second one I am casting today is Division C, Week 3, Clan Crossfit versus 42 question marks and exclamation marks. I think that's right. I think maybe maybe I got that wrong, but whatever. You know, stuff it. You will see the Bowser is there as a co-caster, the little pimped out Bowser thing. But Bowser's AFK. I don't know where the fuck he is. So we're just gonna skip right through that. We're gonna get on with the 1v1s out the way first. Get this part done and sorted, and then I'm assuming Bowser will reappear, and then we'll go to the casting with a full team and a very excited Bowser, who has a sore throat now from his last cast because he got so bloody excited. And you know what? I'm bloody excited too. So I'm probably going to have a sore throat later. That's good. Hope you guys are ready for a great match set. FCOB versus, what was it? Oh, bloody hell, my brain. CSPS. Great match set prior to this one. I expect this one to be no different. Oh, nonetheless. Oh, Bowser's here. Oh, you're back, mate. Good, good, good.
Hello, hello.
I am just starting with the 1v1, which is just about to start here, the Black Knight Boreal Reach business. Then I'll grab you. I think Asian Spectre has to duck out to work or something very quickly. So after this, he was just their 1v1 pilot and is not playing the rest of the games. So that's cool. I can work with that. Now, let's go and have a look. The teams are on the wrong side though, but that's okay. Ignore that. Oh, okay. So Zudokai is actually going to the far right here. Not a bad choice, but I mean, the arms are going to be hard to get all the lasers up, which is a little bit of a problem with the Black Knight. A lot of low mounts. Asian Spectre missing a couple of shots here early. Trying to get in a position to see the Meg Zudokai taking a fair beating though in that low ground. Nearly open torso already. And as we pointed out earlier, Bowser, the XL is the key to winning this fight, it seems.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Has he got him here? Oh, Asian Spectre's in a bad spot right now. Oh, sorry, Zudokai's in a bad spot right now. Asian Spectre really jamming that torso. No, hasn't quite got it. These guys are twisting a lot more. There's a lot more strategy going on here from these two players in Div C compared to what we saw from a Div C game earlier. This is really interesting. Lot more shielding. Oh, Asian Spectre shot in the ass. Just missed though. Oh dear. Zudokai just about had him for broke then. Asian Spectre, they're opting to shoot him in the doodle. On Zudokai's doodle. Probably doesn't like that too much. Needs to bait him. What he needs to do is bait him with a single laser. Bowser can probably explain this in a minute once this drop is finished, because Asian Spectre CT is fully open. Zudokai is now super open as well. It's going to be one more strong laser burn is going to win this game. Who's it going to be? Oh, Zudokai is orange CT now. Asian Spectre's yellow. Oh, Asian Spectre gets Zudokai down just at the end there. Oh, fuck that was. Oh, man.
That was a close game.
Dude, you watch that replay right now live on the stream. That is close. Oh, 500 damage for Asian Spectre. Zudokai with 440 damage. Dude, they were shielding so well this drop, man.
That is a lot of damage on one man.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, some of the shots weren't the best, but geez, it was a bloody good shooting there and good shielding, actually. If you can maybe just touch on that shielding and how to bait people with single lasers and stuff like that for the viewers, to maybe explain what I was talking about there. I got to set up the lobbies.
So basically, in a 1v1, it's really difficult to tell unless you're paying attention that an enemy has shot you or not, or unless you're listening really closely for the lasers, like you're right next to them, right? If they're shooting. So what you want to do is you want to fire a single laser or even two lasers to make them turn and then unload the rest of your volley into them, or a single SRM, two SRMs, whatever it may be. You want to bait them essentially by doing that.
That's it. Exactly it. Bait them. Shoot one, maybe two lasers, so they take some damage, they hear some lasers shooting, and then a lot of players you will find you can bait them sufficiently, and then bang! They turn around and you drop the rest of the alpha straight into them when you've got the advantage and you can control that first shoot and engagement.
Yep.
Geez, bloody strong play there from Asian Spectre, though. I thought Zudokai nearly pulled it back, actually. Nearly. But just not quite. Just not quite. But yeah, well played there, actually. This was a really good 1v1. Where did the CXF go? Hang on. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so Asian Spectre's left the lobby. Without picking a side. Sorry, guys. Just having a brief moment here. Actually, I should probably change the overlay back. Bowser is back. So that's good. I will update the scoreboard as well here. Win for CrossFit there. Just trying to find out what side they are on. And then I invite the teams. Team 2 for Polar. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, let's get the guy to invite his people in here. I will find the Captain the Cat.
I need an invite as well.
Oh, again? Did it bug out again?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, this game. What is... I saw you in there. I already moved you, everything. Oh, this game is so shit sometimes. Okay. I've just flicked you another invite, so we should be good there. And I will flick over to some map strat. We actually have some different people in the chat, I can already see. So if you would like to run through how map strat goes with Polar Highlands, because it played out exactly as you called it last time, which was spot on, but not everyone knows what that is.
Do I'm not sure if I have it pulled. Yes, I do have it pulled up. All right. So there's two different ways to play Polar Highlands as far as I'm concerned. There are some variations on this. So basically what you would do is you want to... So by Theta, there's a lot of valleys and canyons, and there's two hills overlooking Theta on each side, right here, right here. So what teams will do is they'll either try and brawl rush to secure Theta and then rush here, or what they would do is they'll do like a medium pulse skirmish game, maybe with a longer range medium even, and they'll just try and just move up basically as a ball, and they will attempt to just leg everything, just basically walk at everything and just leg it. It's not a whole lot of strategy involved, to be honest, but that's basically how you would do it on this map.
Muted the stream though, so that was good. Right. Yeah, so you're very much correct there. There is only a couple of ways to sort of play it, especially with medium pulse, right? I mean, that's... You wouldn't play with SRMs. I think SRM really risky on this polar drop specifically. Super risky, but we'll see. We'll see.
So it may very well turn into a skirmish war between both teams. Which could be interesting because if it does, then caps may come into play if teams take. That is the thing that you definitely have to be concerned about on these drops.
But what about, as I said earlier, with the flea bags? I mean, we didn't see the FCOB team do that. They brought a commando and a piranha instead. Which would you? I mean, I would be more like, yeah, get one flea and then go more tonnage lights, more tanky lights for all the other mechs, and then just have that one fleas, you know, just for that cap control.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing to be worth considering, but I think a medium laser flea might be very, like, we might actually see a medium laser flea, like a 6th medium laser flea, just to kind of keep up the skirmish and to contest the cap.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea, you know, just, again, you don't really want small pulse, because got no fucking range, right? And it can't do anything until the fight's already well underway.
Yes, and this, I would say, this map is pretty dominated by medium pulse skirmishing. That's just my opinion, but...
What about something with maybe, I suppose, ER mediums are just too heat inefficient, but what about normal medium lasers? And is this a mix there maybe, rather than run some medium pulse, you could run mediums, get a little bit more range, a little bit more heat efficiency out of? Perhaps? Not sure. What do you think?
I'm not entirely sure either. I think medium pulse are better because you're not getting that much more range from mediums.
Yep.
You're getting maybe 50, 75 more meters effective range from mediums. That's it. That's not a whole lot of range. So, and you want medium pulse in case they do DPS rush you. So I think medium pulse are generally just the way to go.
Yep. There we go. Good call. Well, maybe I was thinking maybe like a six medium laser Wolfhound as opposed to 6 medium pulse, because that thing's really fucking hot, you know? I don't know. The lower divisions, they pull these weird strategies, right? And sometimes, if you pull something that no one expects, or you assume that the other team is going to do something that you are not going to do, like we saw on River City there in the last match with the assaults and just DPS versus range and not using range, and it's going to happen. I don't know.
Oh, I need an invite. Yes, let me accept this.
Oh, yeah. Please accept. Please accept. There we go. Okay. Okay, so team 1 is hopefully going to lock in soon. I mean, it's the light drop. Is there really much to talk about at this point? Really? I mean, I'm not sure, but kind of think that there isn't.
I don't think there's a lot to talk about pre-match. I think we would just have to see as we go into this match here, as it plays out. This is one of the harder drops to give like an analysis on. I will say, 42 has always traditionally been a hard brawl rush team. They've always been just a hard YOLO in the enemy face team. That's been one of their strengths. So I anticipate we will actually see a rush from 42.
Ooh, okay.
As for CXF, they're a bit more of wild card. They like their medium pulse. They like the skirmishing, for what I understand. They also like brawl. So
maybe 42 might be the aggressors game, perhaps.
Yes.
We will see. We will see. Very soon. I'm wondering if the guys are watching have reviewed the cast from a couple of hours ago and maybe looking and thinking, saw some strategies there that maybe were going to work or maybe weren't going to work, and do we adjust our play? Because this is pretty important for these two teams with their standings at the moment on the ladders. So it's gonna be a good match set, I think, having come in and watched.
So looking at the teams, 42 has a Flea 17, Viper A. Very interesting choice with the Viper there.
Viper,
Javelin
yeah.
11A, medium lasers, Wolfhound 11 or Wolfhound 1A, Firestarter 9A. Another interesting choice. Clan Crossfire has a Commando 1D, a Dervish 6MR, a Panther 9R, Wolfhound 1A, and 10. So looking at this Viper, it is a ER medium laser Viper, and 42 is headed straight for Theta. They are speed rushing Theta as fast as they possibly can.
You want to look at the Dervish build, mate? And the Panther build. You want to have a look at those from CrossFit? I've just had a quick look.
Build. ER large, ER medium. Interesting. A similar to the Viper.
Oh, Viper 5 ER mediums on a Viper?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Okay, that's a
Firestarter 5 medium pulse. I guess it's just pilot preference on that Firestarter.
Look at that, 2 medium pulse, 5 small laser fleas though. That's gonna be fairly hot, right?
That's pretty standard. That's not very hot. No, it's basically a hybridization of the DPS of small pulse and the range of medium pulse,
okay,
medium lasers. So it's not an uncommon build to see on a fleet, and a good build for sure. Dervish.
Dervish, right? Medium laser, medium pulse, and what is it? Rocket launchers.
So a medium pulse. So that's very similar to what we saw earlier, right? We saw a medium pulse Griffin from the Victorious team on this side earlier. So I'm just worried about the Viper, right? The Viper's already down 7% from trading. The Viper does not trade as well as something like a Panther or other lights.
It's pretty glassy.
It's very hot. It's very hot as well.
Oh, big strike here, but Kamichiwa and Zudakai missed it.
42 is pushing up heavily on
Chile.
Clan Crossfire. They are basically in their face. The brawl is going down.
Wow, they weren't even worried about it.
And Wolfhound on the Panther. Flea and the Wolfhound is getting very hurt. He's legged.
Wolfhound's legged,
Water Deer is legged for Clan Crossfire. Ragnarhawk down to 60% in his Wolfhound. Pretty good, though. They're trying to finish that leg on...
Barbecue here in the K9 just sort of
Water Deer.
Lurking around everyone's back freely. They're just leaving Barbecue to free farm them at the back here almost at the moment.
Yes.
Splitting the fire very effectively.
The Javelin died for Kamitra's Javelin for 42.
Who got that? I think Knives got that in the back, right? Or Barbecue got that in the back.
No, he got double-legged.
Oh. We got Ragnarok here as well, who's basically legged or CT'd.
42's Urban Mech is legged.
42's Urban Mech is legged?
Yes.
Oh dear.
No. CXF.
CXF Barbecues. Yeah, sorry, Barbecues. Oh,
My
he's down.
overlay is getting completely screwed up.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Once you go into the mech, I'll explain later what happens. So the Wolf Panda there is basically nearly legged here.
Firestarter is legged.
Firestarter's legged.
Firestarter is legged.
Ooh, oh, he's gone down to the commando.
Down.
Oh, his knive's gonna. Is the commando gonna pull this off?
This is gonna go in favor of 42 so far, but the commando could influence this match heavily.
Oh, the dervish is basically done. The dervish is one shot away, one leg away from death. It's orange. It only needs to be shot once here. Knives gets Ragnarok down as well. The commando
it's down. The dervish is down. And the commando's overheating on CXF, so he may have to disengage. And the Panther, while fresh, Kamikaze Viking in the Panther, he's overheating in a very hot.
Yeah, but the flea.
This flea for 42 has the potential to carry very heavily right
Flea's
now.
got only one leg that's healthy, and the other leg's pretty. Oh no, both legs are open now. Ooh, he's legged. The flea is legged.
That's bad.
Kamikaze got his leg, I think.
For 42.
Oh shit, this is bad. This is really bad for them. You're right. Zudakai here now.
42 is only down to a Viper versus a fresh Panther and a mostly fresh Commando.
Look at the legs on the Viper.
Does not have the heat efficiency. Yes, and the legs are open on the Viper too.
Oh dear. And you know what? The longer this goes,
42 has this. It suddenly turned after that flea died, just like that, at the snap of a.
One mech is all it takes. One mech, one kill. Yes. That's all it takes. But look at Zudakai, right? He can't even go to the cap. So the longer this fight goes, the better it is for CrossFit. Because he can't even decap it right now. They're going to win no matter what happens. Yes. Even if Zudakai kills both these mechs, it's going to take him 5 minutes to do it. He's just not going to be able to do it. To get back to caps. Oh, the Commando. Look at that. See, the Commando now. Smart play here by Knives. Actually running away because he's basically legged. He's got one cherry red leg. He cannot trade again. Cannot. All the Crossfire now really need to do... Oh no, Viper's legged. Viper's legged. Viper's legged. Oh no, lost the torso as well. Not only is the Viper legged, but I think Zudakai just shut down there. And that was from... Oh, an airstrike! Bang! Knives airstrike gets him. Ooh. Wow, the airstrike got him. Oof. Oof. Hate airstrikes in lights or mix like that. Oh, geez. Okay, damage numbers. Okay.
All right, so as we see, the Panther actually doing good work for CXF. Javelin got killed very early. Kamichu on that Javelin. That is not a mech that can be leading a push. That is a mech that needs to be held back more.
More of a skirmisher, isn't he?
Did not help. The Viper. Damage numbers overall quite low on 42, actually. A couple very low rollers for CXF as well. The Wolfhound Earthmech dying very early.
Yep. The Commando won the day there, though, I think.
4 kills, though. 4 kills in that Commando. Very tanky, good DPS. Yes, I would agree. I think it won the game.
And he got the cap point, too. All important, 25 seconds on the cap point. Well, quickly go to the match, the scoreboard here to let our viewers know where we're at. And while it loads up. Okay, so CrossFit now on 12 points after winning the 1v1 and now the first drop with 5 kills. And 42 on 5 points. Only getting 3 kills last match. I will flick over to the map strat. Feel free to draw stuff on it, just doodles. That was interesting tactics there by 42. The way they kind of rolled into that was a little bit unexpected, actually. What are we up to? Frozen City, eh? How you going with the map strat there? Working? Maybe not. So 42 actually kind of came around over here to be aggressive into the CrossFit team, who are largely sitting in this area here, which is interesting. Interesting choice there. I mean, I know the Panther was sort of lurking around here and doing the ER large business, as you kind of need to do. I mean, if you're going to bring ER large, you need to be kind of far away from the fight. And there was a lot of, basically the massive skirmish was at this point here. Obviously the CrossFit Commando dived in here, basically did this, did some quick capping business, ran back out, and then there was a massive skirmish. Some interesting mech choices there with the Panther and the Viper. The Viper definitely did not get much damage out at all, actually. I think it was 250 damage. Really, really low for the Viper with 5 ER mediums.
So, I just got back. I had to get some drinks. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So, the big problem with that Viper and their overarching strategy is they took a medium laser javelin, which is good, but you need to keep it more at range because it'll always lose to the medium pulse mechs. And they took that ER medium laser Viper. Well, that's kind of weird, right? Because they pushed in to, they were the aggressors on, what is it, CXF?
Yep.
But they had the more rangy deck, which is very interesting and might have actually been their downfall. So that might have honestly just been a strategy downfall there. They just, like I said, they're an aggressive rushing team, and they showed that there. They had the overwhelming range presence, and yet they rushed into their downfall.
Do you think maybe just because they saw ER Large Panther and stuff, and they didn't want to get harassed with ER Larges all game, that they sort of said, well, maybe bugger it, we're just going to go anyway. We don't want to take too much damage. If we wait and get farmed with ER Large over 3 or 4 minutes when we don't even have the cap control, what happens?
That is possible, but you also have to consider that you may be right, actually, but it is worth considering that Panther doesn't do that much damage. It's 2 ER Larges. That's not a lot of firepower, especially in a drop like this. It's really
tickle damage.
So yes,
and against lights too, right?
If you got hit like a whole bunch of times, maybe over a minute or two, and just like was out in the open getting farmed by him, yeah, maybe you would add up. But it's not going to be instantaneous.
Especially against lights, you know, they can duck in and out of cover pretty quickly. You know, look, it might have freaked them out. It's really hard to tell. Maybe we try and get these guys in for an interview. I really want to know about that drop, first one already. Actually, I'm really interested to see. Now, Frozen City Knight. Let's do this one because these guys aren't quite ready yet. What do you think we're going to see because of what we saw in the first game before that we cast? What do you think this time? I really don't know anymore. I really don't.
Said, these are both aggressive teams, and this drop is, what is it, Frozen, I believe?
Yeah, Frozen Knight on Theta, which we saw no one fight anywhere near Theta last time, right?
So if I can pull up the map strat, that's exactly right. So what a lot of teams like to do is you can do something like this. This is a very powerful position to have a ranged mech. Up here is a very powerful position to have a ranged mech as well. And from the other side, teams can do something like this. Is a powerful position. You can go all the way up here with something with long range. You could theoretically shoot across the entire map. There's some decent positions up here that can pop-tart potentially. And you can take the dropship. Well, with both these teams being aggressive, so they're both ready. Both teams are ready. We're ready to go.
I can wait 30 seconds.
I think we're going to see a powerful brawl rush here across this. We're going to see something like this. It just looks like a mess, but that's basically what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a mess in that area. Teams like to fight there for some reason.
But look at all their Lancers though, right? This is very different to the last game. They're all stacked Charlie Lancers.
That's right. So they may not. They may actually just
contest
like death Theta. That is something they could do. Yes, they could take a whole really fast deck, linebackers, fast mediums, etc., and they could go to Theta. And try
they're all, as you can see. Oh,
I have a feeling that is what we will see from at least one of these teams.
I wasn't quite quick enough to show the lobby there before I hit the launch button, but they're all stacked Charlie Lancers. So you don't run from team 1 up the hill. You know, it slows you down too much. You start off in Alpha Lance if you're going to go that aggressive Brawl or Bravo,
That's exactly right.
So we might see Theta contested this game. This will be interesting.
Yes.
Don't know yet, but we'll wait and see. Let me know what you see on the... Oh, I need to swap out the overlay, don't I? Oh.
All right, so looking at the teams for Clan Crossfire, we have a Dervish Frenzy. That's going to be Mass SRMs, a Kentaro 18 SRMs, Vapor Eagle A. That's going to be a hard Brawl Vapor Eagle. Marauder 5D, an interesting choice. Very interesting. It probably has Emerald. If I can.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 42 are going hard theta right-hand side here.
Yes.
Vapor Eagle,
Yes, the
ERPPC, AC10.
Marauder, yes, the Marauder is medium pulse MRMs. And then medium
Jesus.
pulse crab.
Look at the frenzy. 8
Yes.
SRM6, dude. That's hot.
Yes.
Oh.
That's very hot, very slow, as we can see.
Yeah, very slow.
Maximum alpha strike. Nitro on Zudukai. 2 Ultra 10s and an Ultra 20. That is a very, very powerful build.
Look at the choice for the Huntsman, though. Only 3 ATM 9s. I feel like he's dropping 20, 30 point of alpha damage here. Maybe a bit more, to be honest.
Probably a lot of heat sinks.
A lot of heat. Oh, yeah, lots. Or jump jets, perhaps. Jump jet's pretty important this map. If you go down the bottom.
Huntsman has 5 hard luck jump jets.
Wow, okay. So yeah, we've got rocket launcher flamer for the Kintaro here.
So it looks like 42, sorry, is taking a strong position in lower city, as it's referred to, in front of Theta. They're not going for Theta. No one's going for Theta, even though 42 has control of it. And
so 42 are just opting to control above Theta and not let CXF get anywhere near it.
And they have an Uziel, too. They have a medium pulse Uziel. That's the perfect mech to go down there, cap it right now, and then come back up. Or even the Huntsman. And Clan Crossfire, it looks like they're making a push. Clan Crossfire right now is making a push. They were going to push 42 out of lower city. That Nitro needs to be careful. That's a powerful build, but it's an easily focused mech. And the jams could be brutal. The Nitro is up front. They see the Nitro. Yes, they do. They're going to kill the Nitro.
Nige should not be here.
And the Dervish are caught out in a crossfire from CXF.
Nige in the back, in the butt. He's done. He's dead.
Nitro's going to go down very shortly. He is down. That is a lot of firepower out of the fight immediately. But Nikoro Doomgar in the Vapor Eagle being focused by 42's focused fire. However,
Kintaro is causing havoc again.
The SRM Dervish suicided the 8 SRM6. It was too hot for him. He cooked.
Too hot?
That is brutal.
That is, look at that, Matmo there, diving in with the Kintaro, but
very heavily. It's a very close game right now. The Huntsman going down. He needs to. The Huntsman
dropped his leg, legged himself
up there. He legged himself. Meanwhile,
Prometheus in trouble
for 42 is going to go down very shortly. He's under immense focus fire. The Uzio's trying to help, and
Prometheus in big trouble.
Getting pushed by the crab. Clan Crossfire is playing this perfectly. They have a mech on the Huntsman that is killing the Huntsman and keeping it off of their team.
Oh, Carl Avery here in the Uziel though jumps back down. Captain Cat I think overheated then as well. Oh dear, I think the Uziel here is kind of missed. The Marauder doesn't have
many weapons left. The Marauder has very little weapons left. Yet the Uziel's still trying to kill it. I'm not sure why.
Maybe taking a mech off the field.
He's overheating himself. All they have left is the Uziel.
Maybe they know they can't get a win, so they're going for the kills.
Die. Yeah, the crab is very fresh. The crab is very fresh. The Uziel's pretty fresh too. The Dervish keeps shutting down. He's continually shutting down.
Yep, I've seen that twice now. Oh, Uziel takes a raft of SRMs, and yeah, he's not going to live through that one.
Relatively close, but the crab and the Dervish were still quite fresh, to be honest.
They're really fresh.
That game was all about that Nitro. 42 took a massive gamble with that Nitro, putting it up front with that massive alpha strike. See, well, that is a powerful build, right? You have to consider something. It jams very heavily. Like, when it jams, you lose a lot of firepower, which means if you get pushed and it jams, you're shit out of luck, basically. The Nitro is a squishy mech, easily focused by a heavy brawl rotation, as we saw from CXF. And on top of that, it is like there's I don't know how to explain this, but the Ultra 20, it has a long channel time. It's hard to aim super accurately, and the 10s are affected somewhat by this too. So in a drop with a lot of fast mediums and a lot of fast rushing and pop-tarting, that could be a liability, and I think we saw that. I actually exited before we saw the damage.
I've got the damage numbers here. So Stillwater in the Mad 5 with the MRMs there, pumping out 440 damage, which MRMs do. They crank damage, not necessarily that accurate. The Crab doing 399 as expected. And the Uziel there, 467 for 42, and the Huntsman. And Huntsman 434, ATMs of course.
Huntsman did not do as much work as he needed to, though. He got singled out. His team collapsed around him, and he lacked the extra alpha strike that we see on a Vapor Eagle. 3x9s instead of perhaps 3x12 or 2x9, or sorry, 2x12, 1x9, like that type of thing. He's missing a lot of missiles, so he does less damage every shot too. I feel
like missing the firepower is a bit of a problem there. You know, you need to, if you're going to bring it, you bring basically. without being too rude to the chat, if you're going to bring the fuck, you bring all the fuck. You know, like you don't bring 80% of it. If you don't bring all of it and just go balls to the wall for that one exposure.
Right. When you're bringing something like an ATM mech on a drop like this, you have to maximize its impact as quickly as possible.
Yep. Totally agree.
There's no other way to do it, and we saw that there. The Huntsman just
gone to some map strat there while I swap all of this around.
How much damage did the Nitro do? I'm curious. I don't think he did much.
I think it was double digits, or very close to it.
Digits.
Oh, very
that
close.
Is brutal for the heavy mech. The heavy mech is the carry mech in that drop. Brutal
I feel like the actually you can draw it on the map where the Nike should have been actually. So yeah, we'll just a map strat. Show with the
the Nitro
where he should have been, and then yeah.
So the Nitro was like here, right there, basically.
Yeah,
where they did their push all from here. And his team was around him, but it doesn't matter if his team's around him. They're going to focus the Nitro because it has the most burst and it's the easiest to kill. Believe it or not, the Nitro is actually an easy to kill mech. Easier to kill than most medium. Most mediums, actually. It is easier to kill than most mediums. So, not necessarily a glass cannon, but not a hard mech to kill. So, having a Nitro up front like that, very dangerous. And instead of there, he should have honestly been further back, like here, or maybe even up here with that build. Because the thing is, with Ultra 10s and Ultra 20s, you actually have range, right? The Ultra 20 is an optimal about 400 something, some odd meters, right? Depending on skills. And the Ultra 10s are over 600. So that actually gives you an effective range of up to 6, even 700 meters if you can land the shots. So he should have been much, much further back than that.
I feel like C5 Ridge is, basically...
And they also I think they needed better scouting. I don't think they realized when CXF made their push, and I don't think they realized they were all that close and ready to make that push. So that Uzi or that Huntsman needed to do more scouting.
CXF read that pretty well, I think. Kind of saw where the mechs were, and they must have realized they weren't sort of camping that back C5, the high ground ridges and stuff. I said, well, where else are they going to be? They're only going to be just over the hill. So let's go rush over. And that Nike with agility, it just can't twist. Even though it's got jump jets, it is shockingly bad at shielding. It's a DPS weapon, but you just can't DPS at 100 meters and live when you're getting shot at the front and you're getting shot at the back. So would have been interesting. I think if the Nike was further back, back in that sort of C5 area, how much different that fight would have gone.
Yes, if he had been alive for even an extra 30, 45 seconds, the fight would legitimately have gone in 42's favor. It's that much of a difference, losing that much firepower.
Yep. So I'm just going to go quickly to this.
All the difference in the world.
Scoreboard. Here. Scoreboard is 22 CrossFit to 5 for 42. I think it's right. No, I've got the points wrong there. Back. Got to put the lose column in because you still get points for losing. So it's actually good to play your matches and you still earn points as well as kills. All very important. So 22 to 9 is better for CrossFit. And as you'll see, these guys are Alpha and Charlie. So Charlie for 42 and Alpha for CrossFit. So these guys are ready. We'll launch in and we'll get into Terra Therma. These guys are not mucking around today. They've come with some set strats and they're going to play them no matter what happens, I think. Now, while these guys are loading in, I'm going to quickly flick to Terra Therma. If you want to do some quick drawing, probably got 30 seconds, 40 seconds before the mechs even rock up. And it is the heavy drop as well. So the heavy drop being drop 4. That means we have 4 heavy mechs and 1 assault mech per team.
Absolutely. So usually what teams like to do on Terra Therma is they just like to ball up in the middle and around the middle with that. It's not a whole lot of strategy, but it's simple, easy, and in this 5v5 environment, it's like the time to kill is very short in a drop like this. And if one mech gets focused by 4 and then gets halved, that can even decide the game, like right there.
You saw that with the Blood Asp, right? Last game,
Absolutely.
Same, like last match set. Oh, huge issue.
So looking at 42, the answer they have brought a Rifleman 2C2. That's inevitably going to be Dak and Nitro D, and Nyra 2A Blackwood, and an Orion 2CC. Interesting. We saw that last time too.
Ultra 10s and SRM 6s, interesting. Rifleman, Ultra. Hang on, the Rifleman 2C only has 5 Ultra 2s, that's it. Rather than 6 AC2s. Interesting choice. Nike again, Daka, and ERPPC, and Black Widow with Ultra 5 and 10. Okay. What do we see on the CrossFit side? Ooh, they're going for an early theta control here with that linebacker. Thanatos the 2 MRM40s.
Interesting, and then a linebacker red line, if you didn't already mention that. Small pulse and SRAMs, very high DP. Annihilator for 42 is AC2s. They brought an ATM Nitro. CXF brought an ATM
Yeah, I've just seen that, dude. That is... Ooh, that's bringing all the fuck.
ATMs and LRMs are very strong on this drop and this map, actually. So I'm not surprised to see that they would bring something like that.
So we have 42 opting to
with
go...
that Ultra 10, Ultra 20 Nitro. Hopefully he does more work in that than last game. He should. It's a much more
42 are opting to go the opposite end this time, so all up the same ramp through the F7 region.
Both teams brought Rifleman 2Cs, but it is interesting to see. So 42 brought a 5 Ultra 2 Rifleman 2C, and then Crossfire brought a 6 AC2.
So you'll see where,
interestingly enough,
look where Prometheus is going.
Prometheus TNO, yes.
I'm just looking at that right now.
Same thing we saw in the last series.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can make it, though. He's having trouble, it looks
like. You can. It just takes a long time.
But if he can get up there, it'll be much more effective than the Nitro we saw earlier today up there with only 2 Gauss rifles. Much more powerful, that rifleman.
It doesn't matter if he takes too long to get up there, because the Annie of Kamichiwa is only just getting here now. He's only just arrived.
That's exactly right. And so as long as they don't...
Well, 42 are planning a push.
Yes.
But look, CXF have got a massive, wide, big firing line here. Uh-oh. And look at the Koru here. I think
they're getting farmed by an AC2 Nitro.
Yep.
They're getting farmed.
Captain Cat is farming them.
Straight up farming.
Yep.
But it looks like he's being suppressed a little bit.
Oh, the Koru does not have a UAV on him there. That's maybe a little bit of an oversight. A UAV right now across that middle.
Annihilator and AC2 Rifleman, yeah, they're just getting a lot of shots, but not a whole lot of damage out. In fact, Captain Cat is actually the one who's taken the most damage at 81%. I take that back. The Black Widow, 80%. Annihilator, 80%.
80%. Yep.
42's now starting to lose percents. And the
Thirax, the Black Widow, has taken a massive strike. He's taken a massive.
Good position. He's in a good position. The Rifleman has made it. Annihilator 2 Captain Cat, 68%. Is getting very hurt.
Yeah, Captain Cat needs to
support him.
Captain Cat needs to be a little bit careful right now. Like he's trading well, but he kind of needs to stop. Oh, airstrike on Captain Cat and knives. Massive airstrike there. Captain Cat is 58%. Oh dear. Oh dear. ATMs here from Rathnor getting flung at the Rifleman 2C in the back corner of the map. Not really effective. You're only doing, I think, 1 damage at that range. It's got to be 700 meters.
Is not contributing much, and the linebackers not either. They should probably make some sort of move.
Thirax for the Black Widow here, though, for 42 is very, very, very hurt. Not open anywhere, but is really, really light on torso armor. I feel like the Thanatos should be pop-tarting a little bit more.
Yes.
Oh, airstrike on the Thanatos! Stillwater and Rathnor, another airstrike. 82%. Rathnor just lost 15% from that one airstrike. That is massive right now. Absolutely massive.
42's Black Widow and Annihilator are both down to basically 60, and the Orion, they have 3 mechs at almost 60% right.
Oh, but look at 42. They're in the lava. They're heating themselves up by running through this lava. They're going to heat cap themselves. They're not going to be able to shoot if they keep staying in this lava.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I think some people don't actually realize that, though. The lava heats you up a lot.
Massively. You can't actually stay cool in some mechs.
Yeah.
Oh, Rathnor misses with the ATM volley there. That's not ideal.
Yeah, but 42 was 2 mechs right there in that low run. They're getting farmed. 42's Annihilator, 47%, almost down.
Oh, Thirax is absolutely wrecked now.
He's getting farmed.
Oh,
42 is literally leaving the Annihilator to die.
To die, yep. He's dying. He's getting hammered there. Rathnor is absolutely mauling him.
42 is massively losing trades right now. They're just not sure what to do.
Yep, well, they're stuck. I mean, Thirax has got no cooling left. Zudokai is definitely overheating by now. He's got to be cooked. He's trying to back out of the lava. You can see him right there trying to get out of the lava, but I mean, you can't. There's just nowhere to go from here. Oh, Thanatos Stillwater is missing 1 torso and has another torso left. It's open, so he's 1 shot away from death. Oh,
look at the percents. 42 almost every
Captain Cat, 19%. Captain Cat, 19% at the back there. This is crazy. Nine's Rifleman is like, and the Nike here for Rathnor are like the only 2 mechs that have got any hit points left. Oh, Jesus. Knives is thumping Therax here with AC2s. Could potentially finish him off.
See, that linebacker is actually very hurt for
Yep.
CXF. I don't think he's done a whole lot this game.
He peaked.
Knives is almost out of ammo. 37 rounds.
Oh,
and
is that what it
rifle,
is?
He did not bring enough ammo.
Uh-oh. Night gear. How's the night gear ammo going for Rathnord there with ATMs? I feel like he's missing a lot of shots, wasting a lot of ammo. Herod finishes off Stillwater there. Nakoru's decided to YOLO. Nakoru's YOLOing Zudakai here.
ATM Nitro
should be able to finish him off.
Ammo.
Rathnord gets down Zudakai. Okay. This is... Herod is pushing in the back there. He's pushing on Knives right out the back there. I kind of don't know what's happening. Oh, Herod's getting ATM'd!
Yes.
Herod finishes off Knives. Is Rathnor able to finish off Herod?
But Prometheus still has all of his weapons, and he's very hurt. But Prometheus is shooting from the back line, and Crossfit doesn't have much range, ammo, or armor left to contest this. So
Kimichiwa has two AC2s.
Carry the match.
Two AC2s left, that's it. Prometheus has nothing other than a... Well, yeah, he's ultras, but he's open CT everywhere. Therax is
a 2v2 right now. No, it's a 3v2. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think with Captain Cat's busted mech over here, anything can happen. I don't think Captain Cat can do much.
Therax still has 2 Ultra 5s. It's a very tight match, but the thing is, 42 has caps.
Yep, they have the cap.
At some point, soon, it's going to take a while, though. Look at how far ahead.
No, Rathnord's going to get hammered here from Prometheus.
Yeah, Rathnord's getting hammered.
Yep.
That ATM Nitro, he's got to just...
He didn't know. He didn't realize Prometheus was behind that wall. I'm just looking now. He did not know he was there.
Yes.
And Kimichiwa trying to sit on the cap.
If Prometheus dies, though, this may be over, so he needs to be very careful.
What do you do right now? I mean, 42 have got the map controller. What do you do with CXF?
Caps.
What do you do?
They have caps. What do you do with CXF? Well, that Nitro needs to get some sort of cover position and try and move up on the low ground right now. Take out the Black Widow and just move up at that point. He needs to start pop-tarting.
Oh, hang on. Rathnord's actually got an ER large on that build as well.
Yes,
I didn't even see that. ATMs and ER larges. I did not actually see that earlier.
1 ER large is mainly just for tonnage forward. He's also out of ammo. Rathnor is down to 36 shots. I just noticed.
That's bad.
I think this is easily in 42's favor right now. They just have to hold, which they are. CXF, there's not much they can do at this point. With that Nitro, so low on ammo and armor.
What he could possibly do is walk up to the right-hand side, which he's going now, and maybe get one lucky shot in? I don't know. I'm not sure if Rathnor can even do that. Because Kimichiwa's pretty much protected where he is. I mean, you can't really hit him with ATMs there.
Whatever it is, Crossfire has to make their move. See, that's what Rathnor's trying, but he's just getting slammed because they have a lot of firepower. Yeah, and he doesn't have a lot of ammo left.
He's trying to kill off Prometheus. Trying desperately to kill him off.
He has a head ER large, though. He should be abusing that head ER large. He is not, though. Oh, it's not in the head. He put it in the CT. See, that's a mistake with that Nitro. You want that ER large in the head exactly for situations like this. If he had it in the head, he could be hill peak questioning that ER large. He could theoretically kill that rifleman just with that ER large, and he basically couldn't be hit in return due to how high it is. But he put it in the CT, and he's paying the price. This is going to go in 42's favor, I believe.
But the caps are only just going to get there. The caps are only just going to get there for 42.
Yep.
Another 30 seconds. If CrossFit had held on 30, 40 seconds earlier in the fight with the cap point, they would have won this game just on cap. 130 caps is enough. Crazy match. Crazy match. Yep. There is nothing that they can do. And you know what? CXF don't want to give up a kill at this point. They're better off losing and saving a mech than trying to kill a mech and losing a mech themselves right now. Oh, but Kimichiwa gets Captain Cat down. Oh no. 42 just gets some extra points there in the last 15, 20 seconds of the match. And now they're going to push on Rathnor.
Yep.
And they might 5-0. They might get 5 kills here. Not 5-0, but they might get 5 kills.
8 seconds left. I don't think they're going to get him.
Yeah, not quite. Not quite.
Oh. 2, 1, and 0.
Oh. Damage numbers are going to be interesting to look at this game. A lot of missed ATMs there from Rathnor. I feel like a lot of those shots didn't connect at all.
Yep. That is what I saw as well. Looking at the damage for
Ooh.
42, the Nitcher, Zudakai putting in work. Unlike last match, that Nitcher is a much better fit for this than last. 741 damage. The Rifleman for Prometheus, he did a lot of damage, 645 actually.
Yep.
Otherwise, pretty even spreads, no real flunkers on 42. Looking at CXF, the Rifleman 658, they had a lot of good damage too actually.
Yep.
The Nitcher, I would wager, did not do quite enough damage, but he got kills for sure. But the linebacker, the real stinker, they never even really took advantage of the linebacker. He just hid until he got farmed down.
What happened is the linebacker peaked, and then Zudakai with the Nike smashed him with a double tap. I think.
Because the linebacker wasn't sure what to do. He could have easily gone super wide, as I'll detail here on the map strat. He could have easily gone. This would have ruined 42, by the way. This is actually something that would have probably even won them the game.
I'm going to map strat right now for you. Right, so start drawing, and I'll start flipping the teams.
So he was right here. I believe he was, if I can put this down, he was right there. It's a little off, but doesn't matter. He was right there, roughly. What he should have done, gone all the way around to there. That is what he should have done. It has enough speed. He has enough DPS. He was not useful otherwise. The Nitcher would have done all the damage he did otherwise. Like the 297 damage could have been added onto the Nitcher. Basically, what I'm saying is he didn't do anything that his team needed him to do. He's basically just standing there, getting in shots where he could, not useful ones, and tanking just damage. So I think that linebacker was instrumental to CXF's win. If they would have won, and then also their defeat, not utilizing that linebacker properly.
I mean, yeah, that is kind of the thing. I mean, if you distract their rear line, you could have easily gone and picked off any one of those mechs with SRM medium pulse linebacker in your butt. It's gonna hurt, right? Like really quickly. You're gonna take one big shot from it, and you're gonna be super open.
Pulse, but yes,
small pulse and SRMs too. I think he had 4 SRM4s on there or something. So with 6 medium pulse. 4 SRM4s, that's a good... It's not a huge alpha, but it's not too bad. At close range, of course. Oof. Wow, okay. Let's quickly go to the scoreboard here. Now, after that drop there, that is going to change the scoreline up quite a bit here. What do we have? We have CXF on 25 points, and... hang on. No, I buggered up the score there.
I would just like to add as well, the Nitcher was in the perfect position with that build, so to a point you made about overheating in lava. I actually just realized, I don't think I said this though, that the Nitcher has an environmental heat quirk, a heat transfer quirk, and that actually affects how much heat it gains in the environment. Well, that actually removes the heat penalty from lava completely. So his position was actually extremely optimal, and as we saw, he did very heavy damage there, and wasn't affected by the heat at all, so it didn't even matter to him.
Did it actually totally negate the lava in that map?
Yes, it does.
Ooh. Okay, so, well, we've done some map strat there. Let's do some tourmaline. I mean, this is going to be interesting to see this map, really, honestly. It's... Like we said earlier, there's so many ways to skin this cat on this map. What do you think, based on what we've seen so far from the teams?
I don't think there's a lot of ways to do it. Not quite as the previous matches. So I think if we can pull it up here, I think the main ideas are you send some people here to watch Kappa because they can then watch this lane for a push. You want someone here so they can watch that lane. And if you can move someone here, you want to, but you need to watch here as well. And on the other side, if you can push up to Kappa, theoretically, then that can secure you the game very easily. This drop relies very heavily on the light mechs.
Well, I mean, your Charlie Lance here from Team 1 can pretty much get up to these F7 positions really early. So it's very hard to take that side of Kappa sort of much past here, I feel, for Team 2. They can't really sort of cross that line. If they've got mechs here watching you, you're going to get hammered pretty heavily. So that's if they choose to go that way, though. I mean, we saw, what was it, FCOB come this way through the map, up through the center to G6 area. So,
yes.
Do we see that again or not? I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. I actually have no idea. Could you even do something a little bit? I suppose you can't even really go around this way. It's just too long. It's too hard to get there. Going around that left side from Charlie Lance.
I did see a team go through F6.
Oh, really?
And they won the match that they did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
However, it's really not foolproof because if the other team had simply had a better firing line, and if the light hadn't died, again, the light is instrumental, then they wouldn't have won. But they won the match handily by doing that. I did see that once.
Just quickly, the players are ready,
again,
but
that just hinges on the light.
The players are ready, but there is actually a 15-ton discrepancy. So, how are they going to do it? Here's one team. Last time, every other cast that I've done where there's been a 15, 20-ton disparity, it's normally been a brawl push from the lighter team. With the faster, lighter mechs when it's an assault drop, because we are actually up to the assault drop, and it is 4 assaults and 1 light mech. So, I mean, it's not going to be
exactly right. Most
super
teams
fast
just do a hard DACA, just straight hard DACA, and I think we will see that again. It is the go-to. Very few teams have done anything different. We may see some AC2s, but otherwise. Now, this is a good map for LRMs and ATMs, but I don't think we're going to see these teams take that.
I got the teams wrong on the overlay again. Oh, I have. Oh, man. I keep getting this wrong. That is going to kill me. Oh! Oh! I see a Warhammer 2C bludgeon already. Okay, what's on this? Oh, yeah, PVC bludgeon! For CrossFit. We have a Direwolf, a Stalker, an Annie 1P, and a Wolfhound 1A. Okay, what do we have on the 42C team there, mate? Larges, 6 AC2s. Oh, wow, okay. So CXF are going range. Yes. Full range, basically.
So they took a Pop-Tart bludgeon. Very interesting. 4 PPC Pop-Tart bludgeon. EO large annihilator. So a 42 took a Crossfire.
42 have a bludgeon as well.
Oh, they do, yes.
Ah! Okay. But look at that, they have a King Crab. Ragnarhawk is in a King Crab. In competitive play. I don't believe I've ever seen one. But they have a Direwolf, Annie, and it's all AC2s there, plus a long-range bludgeon right in the back there. But CrossFit have been able to take out the, basically the cap uncontested here. Like, basically fully capped it. Okay, interesting. So the Annie 1P, the Direwolf is kind of trading. Oh, there's a massive strike on it, Rathnor here. Oh, what's it going to do to him? Oh, Nakoru, Rathnor. Oh, 84.
Heavy
Jesus.
76 on that Annihilator.
Oh, dude. He just ate like 14, 15, 20% from an airstrike, and Nakoru was not safe either. Nakoru took an extra, I think, 5-10% from that as well. Oh, dear. Oh, no, there's an airstrike on Barbecue. No, it doesn't hit him. So I feel like the firing line here from 42 is better than CrossFit's firing line right now. 3 mechs versus 4. They are not winning these trades.
That's exactly right.
Man, such a long-range fight. It's hard to see everyone's percents across the... Oh, man. Barbecue and the Stalker getting absolutely shredded here. The Direwolf is shredded as well. ER Larges versus AC2s. The energies...
They're not abusing terrain very much. 42 basically is using their overwhelming range firepower and standing in the open. And the Wolfhound for Crossfire isn't doing anything.
Look at this.
Not really doing that.
Look at this firing line.
He fell into the enemy team. He fell into the whole enemy team.
Oh!
Right now.
He gets away.
But he made it out alive.
He gets away, but he's legged. Oh, no, nearly legged. Nearly legged.
He's not legged.
Oh, but look at 42's firing line here. With all AC2s. It's very strong. Very strong firing line here. Look at this. It's got 4 big mechs. Doing a lot of work here. Oh, there's an airstrike on Zudakai. He does not see it. Zudakai drops down from 82% to 70. That's not a bad airstrike, but not as good as it could have been.
Significantly down a percent. The Annihilator 1P Stalker, both half 46, 36%. They're just straight up getting out-traded. They brought the same number of trade mechs. They brought a lot of even the same builds.
They brought the same amount of trade mechs, but they're trading with less mechs. So CrossFit's bludgeon, look at where it's going. All the way around the map. He's doing like some Zimbabwe flanks here. Trying to get some angles, but I feel like at this point it might well be too late.
I think that thing is going to be too slow. We'll see. but it might be the best shot they have as long as the Wolfhound doesn't die. The
Chili
Wolfhound's
just...
taking a lot of damage. And he's striking 46%.
He got legged then. He got legged.
Go down. Yes, he's
Yep.
legged.
He got legged when he peeked that corner then. Oh dear. So the bludgeon is now in position, but you know what the problem is? 42's mechs aren't there anymore. They've all moved. They're all basically in the low ground on Kappa. The bludgeon is not going to be able to do a hell of a lot more now from CrossFit over here. But CrossFit have caps. They have 100 caps.
42 is pushing.
42 is definitely pushing. They know. And is CrossFit going to jump off the ledge here or not? I don't know. Pretty risky if they do, but I feel like they have to.
He stood still and just took a lot of damage.
Oh, there's an airstrike on Nakori here.
But the Annihilator is pushing up, and the
Ragnarhawk finishes off Chili.
The Wolfhound goes down.
Oh my god, Nakoru's mech just got obliterated by an airstrike, and it even clipped his head.
Crossfire's Warhammer is literally not even in the fight.
Yep.
96%. I'm actually not even sure what he was doing the whole game. You know what?
Walking.
I don't even think he was trading with them very much.
He couldn't.
He's at 96%.
He couldn't trade. From his position where he was, couldn't trade.
So even though they brought 4 trading mechs, only 3 of them were in the fight. What was he thinking? What was he doing?
Rathnor gets...
That is not the right mech to be doing that with.
Rathnor gets down Herod, so I mean, at least they get another kill here, but they need to be careful, 42. They need all the points they can get for leaderboard later on, so they cannot afford to lose any more mechs, actually. They need to be very careful here. Mech kills and losses are very important. 42 need to be very, very, very careful and not lose any more mechs. It could definitely matter at the end of the season. Oh, Rathnor gets destroyed there by Kamichiwa, and Captain Cat here in the bludgeon.
However, interestingly enough, he may be able to get some kills.
Yeah, I think so.
Cat in this Warhammer, he's very fresh, and 42 is mostly very hurt.
Very hurt here. Bludgeon for these... Oh no, Bludgeon for Zudokai, he's still got lots of ammo, and he's open, but the Direwolf is pretty fresh. I mean,
yeah,
it looks...
the Direwolf is pretty fresh.
King Crab's like pretty fresh too. I mean, they're all...
Yeah.
They've eaten a lot of damage, but I think it's mostly airstrike and spread damage.
Yes.
So, I don't think Captain Cat's going to be able to do this.
I don't think he will either. I wasn't even thinking he would. I was thinking maybe he might eke out another kill or 2, but I'm not even sure about that.
Yeah, we've only got 4 minutes here, and I mean, 42, any hurt mech, they are not going to send it in right now. They've got to, they have to know that their kills are important, and they don't need to lose another mech. They do not want to lose another mech.
The Warhammer and the Direwolf are about to fight.
They're about to square off.
Oh, but no. And
oh, he doesn't see him!
Crossfired right now.
Oh.
Take heavy damage, 66, 64. He's being focused by that Direwolf. Heavy damage. He's not going to last long.
He's getting focused. They're all diving on him. 3 mechs onto him. 4 mechs onto him.
That's it.
That's it.
That is game.
Oh, that's a big match from 42.
That Warhammer flank, extremely questionable. That
really slow.
The business is what we call Zimbabwe flank. I'm not really sure what or why he did that. That is the wrong mech to be flanking that way. He's too slow with 4 PPCs. He just doesn't have the speed. If you're going to do that, you'd either do 3 PPCs with a much bigger engine, or you do something like an Executioner.
All right, damage. Let's have a look, shall we?
Looking at the damage, he didn't do that much damage. He only did 330. Looking at 42, 1,000 damage on that Direwolf. It is clear who dominated the trade.
Gee whiz.
Just to end, CXF's Wolfhound basically threw his life away. First, he slipped into all of their assaults,
that hurt.
and then he was just standing at a corner. I'm not sure if he realized that they could shoot him in that corner, or if there wasn't much protection there as he thought. But I mean, airstrikes are a thing too, so even if you have full protection, boop, pop an airstrike, and you're basically dead.
That 4 mech firing line from 42, stronger than the CrossFit 3-man firing line. I mean, and that's what it's going to be. 4 assaults is always going to beat 3 for trading. 100%. Oof. All right, let's have a look at the scoreboard. This is going to be a fair pullback in points. 42 even overtake right now. I'm not sure. Scoreboard says CrossFit sitting on 27 points, and 42 after that drop there, 28 points. 28 points. This is going to go down to the last drop as to who's going to take the win. Very important for 42 here to win. They need points for the map. CrossFit right now are actually improving their position on the ladder and hurting 42's spot by winning drops and taking mechs out. So
yes.
Ooh. Where are we off to next? What map are we up to next? It is River City. All right.
Draw.
Okay.
So River is a
So
very
hang on.
interesting draw.
What I'll do is I'll go back to Tourmaline, just do a quick drawing then what we saw, and for the viewers at home that are trying to work out what went wrong and what could be done better, have at it. Where are we? River City.
I think the positioning on both teams was honestly good. The problem was CrossFit's Warhammer just went on his own little adventure, neglecting his team and completely removing his armor and firepower from the. And the Wolfhound, well, the Wolfhound got himself like he had all the cards to play, right? They had a large laser panther. They didn't have any mechs particularly good at killing lights. He had all the cards, and he just kind of threw his health slowly but surely, not getting much done, not putting much pressure out. We saw this earlier too from the other teams they were playing. They had a Wolfhound that could have done a lot and didn't, and significantly contributed to their demise.
So I've just drawn the what I think was a bludgeon rough sort of movements across the map all the way around.
Roughly.
And then the Wolfhound just fell off the ledge here for CrossFit. Just here. He just fell off, and it was just enough to open his leg up to orange. He dropped down into the trench here, and his leg went to instant red. It was one shot from falling off that ledge there. So, well, the second time, actually. I suppose he fell once, and then he fell a second time. So, taking a bit of damage in the end. But as you can see from that map, 42 here in the red down the bottom in the Hotel 6 region, they just had 4 mechs, 4 mech firing line versus a 3 mech firing line up here. And that's essentially what won the game.
It's a simple trade war.
Yep.
It's just a very simple trade war.
All right, well, let's go to River City because this is always a good one. This is always
River City is probably the most diverse of all of them, maybe next to like Frozen.
So look at the lances as well, where the 42 team is setting up.
River City. So there's 2 positions to keep in mind as you are playing this map. Right up here for Team 1, and then right up here for Team 2. Those 2 spots basically can see the entire map from one side to the other. Almost the entire map, only really separated by like Citadel to the left, as it's known. So what you want to do is you want to take at least 1 mech probably. You don't even have to though. You can is take 1 mech with as much range as possible and just put it up there. It's a very solid strat. There's vulnerabilities to that, obviously. But DPS is overall very, very strong on this map. And another interesting thing too is the fact that you can pick, an extra light, an extra medium, an extra heavy, an extra assault. Now, most teams, they do that extra assault to put that armor and that damage for when they push.
Mm-hmm.
However, some teams, as you've even mentioned yourself, have done extra heavy and extra medium, and I can see that working, right?
Yep.
Because assaults can be killed very easily by mediums and heavies. It's just how it is. Especially
the medium. I think the medium is really the interesting one. You get harassed by a wolf pack of 3, say 1 light mech
that could
and 2 mediums.
Be a thing is a light medium pulse wolfhound, medium pulse Vulcan, or even like a medium pulse Phoenix Hawk or whatever else they want to run. That is a very powerful combination. There's not a whole lot that can stop that, to be honest with you.
And you can harass the entire game.
Yes.
You can stop any push, any aggression so easily because you don't want 3 medium pulse mechs picking off your back marker. You can't have that.
For example, if they send like a mech to one of the high ground spots, then that mech can easily be picked off by such a wolf pack too. Now, I don't mean to say this is a dominant strategy. In fact, I haven't seen many teams do this strategy, but it is something worth considering.
Imagine
like I said, most teams
do
double
right?
assaults.
Just imagine the map doing something like this quickly. I mean, I think from Team 1, it's better. If you send a 3 medium pulse wolf pack out here with 3, that 1 light, 2 mediums, whatever mech is up here, and if he's alone in E5, if the mech is alone up here, there's a lone assault up here, or even 2 assaults, they're in some serious shit.
Yes.
Serious shit. But without further ado, let's get into it because these guys are ready as well. And the tonnage is pretty close this time, so...
And as we know, 42 is the much more aggressive team. CXF is more content to stay back. So I have a feeling that dichotomy will be played out in this.
It's going to be interesting. And they do actually need to be careful as well, right? not to stand on Epsilon or stand on Gamma. If you cap the cap point, you have to win by kills. You have to. You have no choice. You can't accidentally cap the wrong cap on the map and win unless you kill all the enemy mechs. Before you get the cap win, no less. Very important. Some teams have actually buggered that up over the last couple of weeks, on especially on River City at Gamma, because it's here. You can easily walk backwards into it without realizing, and yeah, not so good. Not so good things happen.
I haven't seen it happen. I haven't actually ever seen that happen, but we'll see what happens. All right. Looking at the teams. So 42 has an Arctic
Cheetah. I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
And double assault, Madcap Bloodasp, but that is the preferred for most teams. Madcap Bloodasp, a Nitro C, a Nitro C. So that is probably the
large. Oh, it's just UX.
Yes. Interesting. All right. So
Okay.
then that's just what he has in the Vapor Eagle 2, which will probably be AC2s.
Oh, LB10s and ER peeps.
Interesting. That's a good build, though. That's a good anti-push build. However, Crossfire, not intent to put. They went with Double Assault, Annihilator 1P, ER PPCs, Battlemaster 1G, ER Larges, heavy trade on Crossfire, with an ER PPC Small Pulse Summoner, and Vulcan Wolfhound.
Oh, yeah, Vulcan Wolfhound. This the medium pulse is good,
Crossfire
but
immediately needs to make sure they do not get pushed. We just saw this happen earlier. A team that took heavy range lost to a team that took heavy push.
Excuse me.
42 is powering Theta.
Ragnarok here, 5 ER medium.
Crossfire.
That is so hot.
Powered Theta and got it.
So hot. Ragnarok, a 5 ER medium cheetah is so hot. Like it's a big problem. He has no DPS, but look at this. 42 are pushing straight across, and I'm not sure that CrossFit have seen it. Oh no, CrossFit should have seen it. They should have seen it. They should have.
42's almost too close already. They're almost too close already. They're across. They've barely taken any damage. This is critically bad right now for Crossfire. Yeah,
Crossfire need to be running. Like Chili has not started to run yet. He has now a little bit slow to react here. But what CrossFit need to do is these medium pulse guys need to stall this push as best they can. That is the only chance they have of winning here. And they are trying. They're trying to do that. They're trying to do that by chasing Zudokai, but they're firing medium pulse at like 400 meters, I reckon. That kind of sucks.
And the Battlemaster is like caught out in the Annihilator. They're like caught in this push.
Yep.
This may be a wash already. This is already very, very bad.
Oh, Captain Cat is doing a good job.
Hurting that Vapor Eagle being too aggressive. Zudokai, actually, this is even bad for 42.
Zudokai and Knives are doing some flanking business here, but the problem is the assaults here for...
He's almost dead. Zudokai's almost dead. He got shot in the rear somehow.
I think it was an airstrike.
For 42 is pretty hurt. Ooh. That's more than an airstrike.
Oh, Kamichiwa, Rathnor is just not backing off that cliff. He's saying, well, I don't care. I've got an Annihilator. I've got the tonnage.
Right now is stalling. They're stalling.
Yep, they're stalling their push.
They need to not stall out.
And they're getting airstruck to death. Rathnor, though, is down to 70% from an airstrike again.
And they're giving Crossfire the time to trade with them and even retreat and move wherever they want. 42 is down on health right now. Somehow, they're stalling out. They need to go, go, go.
Knives and Captain Cat here are doing great jobs flanking and really delaying this push here. Oh, Ragnar just took a massive burn there from, I can't click on him. Massive burn there from Captain Cat. Nearly took his torso.
Look like some of them are going. The Mad Cat is going, but the Vapor Eagle is jumping off. The Mad Cat's getting focused. He's just walking to his death.
Mad Cat is in the open, getting focused here.
Too far behind. He's halved. His teammates were too far
behind. Oh, standard engine 1G.
Shot from multiple different angles. The Arctic Cheetah does not have the damage to help with this fight.
And look at the summoner. Kamikaze summoner is 93%. 93% summoner. He could hold this. He might be able to. Not sure. Knives is...
Rathnor is being focused heavily.
Oh, Kamichiwa destroys Carl. Team kill. Oh, that's big.
That's a strike kill. So
Knives and Theorex. Oh, Kamichiwa goes down as well.
42 is panicking right now. They don't know what to do, and this is game, set, and match for Crossfire.
Yeah, fresh summoner. Crossfire has somehow, Kamikaze has somehow managed with 2 ER peeps to stay alive, and Zudokai is halved.
But look at the Annihilator. 43%.
Yep, still fresh.
And he still has half of his weapons.
Yep. Well, he's got takes a 1 shot to the torso. He's kind of lost him, I guess. But, I mean, medium cheetah kind of I think he's going to be hit capped for the entire game here. Zudakai goes down after being halved.
And it's just to the cheetah. Yep.
But 42 need to, if they can actually run away with this Arctic cheetah, could win on the caps.
No. Because
CrossFit
Crossfire is the caps. Crossfire.
Oh, sorry, it's Crossfire with the caps. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's just delaying the inevitable at this point.
Yep. Can he get another kill or not? Oh, no.
And
oh, jeez. Just lost half his weapons.
He stripped the Annihilator, but that wasn't worth it. Now the Vulcan is on him. He lost his torso. He didn't get the leg in the Vulcan.
He's nearly lost his own leg. Oh, nearly lost his own leg here. Oh, lost the torso. So he's only running at what, 80, 85, 90 k's an hour now or something, missing that torso. So the Vulcan could easily catch up to him, and will. But obviously the Vulcan, they don't want to lose the Vulcan either, right? Crossfire need to be smart here and not lose this Vulcan. Can Kamikaze hit him? Oh, Kamikaze takes off his arm. Only one ER medium left here for Ragnarok. Oh dear. Knives needs to be careful though. He does not want to die. He's trying to trade medium pulse here at about 400 meters. He does not want to be doing that. If he can die or oh no, he's only got, well, his legs open. Both legs are super open. So he's unlikely to die from ER medium. One ER medium at least, anyway. And one leg left on the Arctic cheetah here. And
any second now.
And he's dead.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. I think CrossFit take the overall win here now. Jeez, that was a very still push from 42. Wow, I felt like they had that.
Compared to earlier, where we saw something very similar.
Ooh, damage numbers.
To other teams, looking at the damage is very even for CXF. 42.
But look at the mix that dealt the damage.
They didn't do the damage. That's the thing. Is with that DACA, you sacrifice the durability of your mech for DPS.
Ooh.
And with that Blood Asp and that Mad Cat, those are two very fragile mechs. They don't trade that well, and we saw that there. Like.
Yeah, but look at the medium pulse guys from
Vapor Eagle. He took so much damage.
The medium pulse guys from CrossFit there won the game, man. I think 500 and 450 damage.
I wouldn't even wager it was them that won the game. I would wager it was 42's stalling that lost them. 42 had all the cards. They even took like no damage. They made it across for free. All they had to do was keep walking at them, and they would have won. Guaranteed. Just walk at them and you would have won.
Look at the scoreboard.
Instead, they panicked, was not sure what to do, and that was the result.
The scoreboard here, we have CrossFit on 37 points and 42 with 30.
That will be game, set, and match.
There we go. The last drop of the day. CrossFit pulling it back massively. Oh, let's do some map strat for this one. That
absolutely.
Yeah, those. I feel like that medium pulse was they just delayed and stalled 42 enough.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is just when you stall with those medium pulses, especially when you have DACA, right? Because here's something that many people don't realize. They don't realize it. DACA mechs in general, especially the squishy clan ones, are easy food for medium pulse mechs.
Yep.
Jot this down, potential competitors. This is true.
Easily, you can trade them very quickly.
Fragile, easily focused components, medium pulse mechs, very tanky. They shrug off a lot of the DACA. Like, here's the thing too: is clan DACA compared to IS, there is a disadvantage. People think, well, the mechs are faster, they get more ammo, they're more heat efficient, they're higher burst. Here's a disadvantage: they're not as pinpoint, and that is really, really important when shooting light mechs and fast mediums like Vulcans and Assassins.
Mad Cat's easy to lose arms. You've only got, what, 60 armor or something on an arm. Two medium pulse mechs harassing you? Easy.
The Blood Asp, when that torso drops, it's game, set, and match. So if you're burned, so you actually have to leave the UAC like a laser almost. And if that's not perfect, then you'll spread a lot of your damage. Well, the medium pulse are just hammering you perfectly. And that's pretty much how that played out. So with those DACA mechs, they can't sit there and let the medium pulses farm them. They have to ignore the medium pulse mechs and kill everything else.
I'm just doing some drawing on the map strat here. So 42 basically went across the E6 up into E5 and then sort of stalled in this area here while we have on the green the two medium pulse mechs from CrossFit attacking from either side. Just delaying enough and I think freaking out 42 just enough to stall them. And
Yes.
I just don't know how. Yeah, I mean, they had the Battlemaster halved at the start of the very early in that push. Like the Battlemaster had lost half his weapons, and he was standard engine, and then lost the other torso. So he was taken out of the game super fast.
I guess they thought they had the advantage. And like, well, we have a Blood Asp, we have a Mad Cat, Vapor Eagle, we can maybe win trades, but that's not how that worked. That's the thing. Again, maybe if it was like an Annihilator and a Sleipnir, you can do something like that. Maybe, because they have much better armor and are much tankier with much more pinpoint damage. But the Blood Asp and the Mad Cat, you just have to go.
Well, they're a lot faster too, so you can't.
Yes.
Really risky to DACA push across there, right? Because what 42 did, they jump jetted up. Now, the Annie and the Sleipnir, they don't have no jump jets. That's definitely a problem as well. So you have to. If you're going to do that brawl push across E7 and jump up into E5, you kind of have to bring the Squishy Clan mech Dakar. Have no choice. Oh, crazy. Crazy games.
Very good games.
Very good games. Very good games.
Was very close. A couple of those matches were literally just one mech doing one thing or two mechs doing a couple of different things, and that was it.
That was super close, super tight.
Very well played to both teams.
Yeah, actually, that's... Just looking at the... Actually, I'll flick over to the scores quickly. The leaderboard, I should say. Now, 42 have earned themselves 30 points. So that puts them up to, 110. But CrossFit have earned themselves 37. So that puts them into the 97. So they're right on 42's heels. GNX are going to have to win a lot of their drops whenever they play... Oh, hang on. No, GNX have already played. So... Okay, right. That actually makes this competition now extremely tight. Clan, CrossFit, and GNX are playing next week, I would imagine. Whoever wins that is basically going to be taking first place.
That is right.
Whoa! Could potentially take first place, I should say. Because 42 play Sky Rangers. And if 42 pull out a big win, they could actually be sitting first on the leaderboard. So, very important matches now. CrossFit, with that win today, have actually put themselves well and truly back into contention for this championship. So they'll be first or second if they have a great performance next week. That's huge for them, actually. That's a good thing to walk away with. They started fifth. Oh, sorry, technically fourth. And they could end up being second or first, potentially, by next week.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's huge. All kills matter, always. Doesn't matter what you can do. You can try and get a kill, you take it. Oh, dear. Excellent. Anything else to add in, mate? Or we kind of going to round out there?
I don't think there's a whole lot.
You're good? Yeah. No, I think we covered it off pretty well there. Yes, thank you for joining me, mate. As always, much appreciated.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, the viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Yeah, Backshot Bowser is very insightful, as always. I hope everyone really enjoyed... Sudakai in the chat now. I was calling commit, go, go, go. There you go. He was telling them to go, but the medium pulse mix are freaking everyone out. So, interesting. Some teams have a few things to take away from. I'm sure they're all going to watch their matches, watch the casts, and come back next week and improve. That's what we tend to see happen over the weeks. The teams do get better towards the end of the season. So, it's going to be super tight. The scores are super tight. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Bowser, for joining me again, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, viewers. Had a great day. Had some great casts. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And... see you all next week. I have no idea what games are on next week. I don't know what I'm going to be casting, what the other channels are going to be casting, but we will work it out and watch the MWO Comp Discord, and we'll let you know what's happening. Guys, ciao for now.